Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Trillium. I just picked this one up locally, which is pretty dope. We get drops. I've seen like two or three, four drops since I've been here, so it's probably more than that. But I've only actually picked up one to review for you guys. I picked this one up. So this is Crown and Crate. This is their Congo Vanilla Double IPA with honey, milk, sugar, and vanilla. They dropped it probably 2 weeks ago. I picked it up about this week. Yes. And this was all this was left. So I guess people just want regular hazy IPA and all those silly ingredients. But I'm very curious. I also had their, I think it was called like Trailside IPA on draft. Absolutely fantastic. 6.5%. Nice hazy beer. Not that big juicy bomb that you get these days. Just a really well constructed, more familiar kind of hazy IPA. So I'm really curious to try this guy out. It was actually canned 2 months ago, even though I picked up this week. So they're sending beer down here that's about 2.5 months old. Interesting. Wait. So about a month and a half. Yeah, about a month and a half fresh. Interesting though. Like you think you ship it, it'd be ideally can shipped bang. And then logistics, who knows? Ideally, we would get it like 3 weeks fresh, but we're talking about now 2 months fresh, whatever, 2-ish months fresh. So let's think of this guy. Not full on opaque, medium plus haze to that. Wonderful medium, light to medium gold color. Yeah. Big creamsicle character. So the vanilla definitely shows. Then again, I do review some of these hazy IPAs that seem ester forward enough that they seem vanillid. But yeah, it's you know what I get? It's lemon pound cake, or yeah, it's like vanilla, lemon, citrus, a little bit of this kind of like what is that? It's like it's sweet. It's vanillid. Nilla wafer, a lot of Nilla wafer on the nose. Cheers, because also you get this kind of like grainy character, wheat, oats, vanilla. Boom, bang. Still a proper hazy IPA. Really tasty. It has a lot of initial note hits of this kind of vanilla character. The honey, I think, is just fermentable. I don't know if you're supposed to actually taste honey in this, but the lactose helps bump up the sweetness. But this is not a kind of milkshake IPA. It doesn't taste like a kind of like sludgy, rich beer. It has a little bit of that, but the beer is actually quite dry, nice bitterness, and has a little bit of light polyphenol like attacking on the back end, a little bit of bitterness too. Really nice hazy IPA, really good, thick, chewy. This is exactly where, or not exactly, this is where I like hazy IPA at, where no off flavors we're talking about. You amplify some of these flavors with that lactose, honey, and vanilla to not really kind of distract from the beer, but it adds to the beer somewhat. It's sort of the comparison would be like having like the best apple pie you ever had, and then you throw on fresh whipped cream or a la mode. You throw on some delicious vanilla ice cream on top of that. Ideally, or a small scoop, right? Like you don't want it dominating. You still enjoy the apple pie. I still enjoy the hazy IPA here, but yes, there's a little bit that's kind of like vanilla, creamy sweetness that's like sort of showing there, but full blind. I think a lot of people had a hard time figuring out what this was. I can sort of taste it, but I think most people would be like, all right, really big, rich, hazy IPA. Yeah, I think a lot of people would not be able to figure out that this actually had those ingredients full blind. As you drink it, clementines, tangerines, rich citrus character, juicy, pineapples, mangoes. Exactly. Just great double IPA. Trillium's crushing it. That's absolutely awesome to really see that and taste that too, right? So, last obviously amazing double IPA. It was 100 plus out of 100, but from other half. This is definitely not there, but very tasty stuff. Very good. What I like about it, it has all those ingredients. It's 8.5%. It's a big guy, but it ends up dry, just like the other half beer. From our end, they're also centrifuging like other half. Maybe that's the secret. Centrifuge your beers, get rid of all that clunk and junk and whatever. Allow the flavors to show, and get rid of the yeast. The haze is real. This is a real haze. This is, I suspect this, I believe this is actually centrifuge beer, but you have a full, like, quite opaque beer with all that. Facility being brewed out of is out of Canton. Yeah, Canton. So, yeah, this is a major production facility. So, absolutely fantastic stuff. That's really good. Really rich, beautiful texture, mouthfeel. Um, it actually has great impression because if you know what it is and think about the ingredients, they actually really well placed where that lactose, vanilla, honey, blah blah is. Like it hits a really nice place, and the beer is actually still delectable. So it's like creamy, sweet. You know, you get this kind of like oh, what does it call that thing? It's oh geez, it's like a vanilla. Oh, I don't forget that. It's like a puff of like vanilla thing that you can bite into. It's really airy, but it's like cotton candy, something, whatever. It's like a little bit of cotton candy, vanilla sweetness, big, rich, tropical, and fruity citrus characters to this beer. Nice kind of like, again, it's like a really tasty double IPA with all that big juicy fruit character, and then you just top it on with just a little bit of whipped cream, a little bit of like vanilla ice cream. Absolutely fantastic. Very good. 97, great beer. Cheers. Oh, by the way, this guy was very expensive. That's another conversation to have. You guys are the last of the song. I didn't even talk about any of that, but this guy was like $11. $11. Lunch is like 9, 10, 10. And so spend a little bit of money on this guy. It is very expensive by Trillium if they're distributors, you guys. Is it worth it? I don't know, like $40 a 4-pack. Oof. $44 a 4-pack. Oof. But it's a very tasty beer. I do to review for you guys. So until next time, guys, cheers.